live on some Sunday mother freaking fun day type bullshit. I am the High Priestess Phoenix, your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker. I want to show you this. Really? This is how it goes. Really? Give me a second. Let me unplug this. How do you know you're going to teach? I don't. I fucking don't. I sit here. I mean, basically I can pull from here, from down there. My guidebooks are over here. Sometimes I'll stare at a book and it'll pop out at me. That's how I do this. There's nothing here. I don't have a fucking plan. I go with the plan. Really? On a Sunday it's pretty predictive, to be honest, because normally the cards we pull, we just pull in order. There's specific cards I pull on a Sunday. So you can keep up with us. Really? So I went to grab my divine nature, because I always pull that on a Sunday. Those are my particular favorite. I always pull a Lumerian on a Sunday. Really? And then we got pulled back into the light codes, and we also have our archangels and our light workers. So those are just typical off cards that can be pulled, but always a Lumerian card. We'll go start with that one. Really? Number 42. Reclaim your energy. If I'm not there, then where the fuck am I? In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, anything in my shorts. I have been reclaiming my dark goddess, all layers of it, and incorporating it into this soup of greatness called my conscious. Really? Yes. Such a beautiful card. Did you know my favorite color is purple? Really? Yeah, all shades of purple. And red, I love red. The darker, the more beautiful. I think that's the same with every color. I like all the colors. I like yellow, like as it goes into a dark mustard, orange when it gets real dark, green when it gets real dark. I'm not like a pastel colors. I like the darker versions. Why? Because I am the dark goddess. So obviously, by the time I pull the cards, there's nothing more than confirmation to what I've been through. I've been through hell and back. I mean, seriously, I'm on my way back down there. And I thought so too. It's like we haven't really, I would do many dark nights of the soul and all this stuff, but this Pluto retrograde I knew was going to bring on all hell on earth. And I've been doing a lot of ceremonial work to prepare myself to reestablish myself as the goddess in this hell that is about to unveil itself. Really? Yeah. What is it? Your shadows, the darkness. I've been preparing for this for 3 years and been preparing other people on how to deal with this when you know what I mean, when the awakening happens and you get shoved into the dark night of this hall. It's not something you do consciously. Your spirit does it for you. Really? Oh man. Oh man. So I'm like, as you've seen in my description, I'm the leader. I teach people how to do it. Everybody uses the words until they're faced with their own fucking demons. There's nothing outside of you. You're just stuck in your own thoughts and feelings, the ones you've tried to repress your entire life. And now you can't get out of them. Yeah, that's going to be a nice time for everybody. I've been trained and prepared for this greatness. What is this? I don't know. It says I have a letter. I just want to say, before I started this, I saw something that I wanted and I manifested it, and watch how fast I get it. How fast. I'll get notice of it this week. And all is well. It's mine by the 12th of this month. Really? Mm-hmm. You put your manifestations on a timeline? No, they did. Really? Yeah. Going back to your prayers and what you want. So it was funny. I was listening to Steve's Love Tarot. He was talking about Pluto's retrograde. And in the middle of it, it's like, you manifested some hardcore sex or some shit. I was like, the fuck I did, for sure. I've been working on this for a long time. Do I need to go and get on my knees and to God? Say, God, bring me a man. Bring me a man. Bring me a man. No, he has a man ready. I just had to be ready to, love that man. Really? I had my reservations. I'm off the reservation now, which is what? Your ego. Where you just won't, you know what I mean? You're limited to your love based on certain conditions and terms. And if they meet the agreements, if it's agreeing to your schedule. Really? So things like that. Anything I've asked God for, Like I asked him for this morning. I said, God, I want this. Give it to me. I don't ask you for shit. Give this to me. I want it. All right. You might not like this. I might not, but I like the idea of it, and it gives me something to do with myself. I want to do myself with this. Say something like that. I want to do something with this body and this life. Really, I need to do something, God. I want to do this. Really, and it was him that showed it to me, anyways. It wasn't like I was out looking for. Was I? No. Anyways, that's another thing. It's like I don't ask God for shit that I don't really want. I ask for God for something that actually makes me happy. The idea of it. Could I see myself there? Totally saw myself there, bro. I put myself all in it. Really? In my pretty suits too. Really? Yes. It's like, yes, I want this, God. Give this one to me. Really? And if it's not for me, then if he doesn't give it to me, then I know that it wasn't for me. That's it. I feel like it's for me. And you guys are always like trying to make shit fit that doesn't fit. It's like, this isn't for me. Just accept it. If it isn't, and why would God tell me no? Did he tell me no? No. He told me wait. Wait and see what I do. Really? What you got up your sleeves there, God? Really? Always got something better. Anyways, so this says reclaim your energy, and we do these completely in we do them in order. So next week I'll pick number 43. This one is 33, and it says reclaim your innocence. One says reclaim your energy, one says reclaim your innocence. I'm reclaiming my dark goddess and definitely my sexuality. Really? Which makes me the dark goddess. Really? It is the fundamental factor of what I am known for in all time. I am the succubus. Realistically, yes. And I deem myself, oh God, karma got me good, bro. How was I going to be Medusa if I didn't get raped? How was I going to be what I was? And that's the repeat of time. You're going to have to come back and do this all over again to reactivate yourself. You have to step into where you were at that time to pick up at that time. But you also need all that training because we come in with fucking amnesia. Really? We got to do this all over again? It's like playing a video game, bro. It doesn't matter where you were when you died. You still have to go through that path again. You don't just wake up, grown with all your knowing. You have to be grown again. Really? That's what I think about Kobe. You're coming back. Jesus Christ. It's going to take you forever to grow up. Seriously. But you see these earth angels, like my kids, they're fucking geniuses. Like, damn, I guess not. You could take on the world at like 6. Go on with yourself, Doogie Howser. Maybe I'll be your mother or something. Shit. Really? Let me help the process so you can not do this again. Realistically, that's what it is. It's just being true to your heart. You lost yourself along the way. You started dimming it and dimming it and dimming it to be more and more pleasing, acceptable, whatever the case may be. You lost yourself along the way. I did too. Now I've reclaimed myself. Let's get into this. That's exciting. What's the next one say? Own your power. Really? I'm on it. I'm on it. So next week we'll be where? Owning our power. We're doing it today. Today's the day, people. Oh, anyways, he goes into that Pluto retrograde and he says, according to the retrograde energy, that some people are going to reclaim their power too. Well, I'll be rooting for you. It's not like I'm rooting against you. I'm not the one to root against you. I hope you never grow a pair. I hope you stay with that girl forever. Okay, wait, I did say that to Russ. And I told him he couldn't do any better. That wasn't very nice. Damn, I'm in the Christ light, aren't I? I'm feeling bad for Lucifer. Only Christ would. God loves you. God loves you, Russ. He believes you can do better, even if I don't. We want better for you, Russ. No offense. It goes both ways, though. Yeah. When we talk about the story about, getting wed off at a young age, you're fucking up her fucking fabulous years, making her fucking be your house bitch, sitting in your room. Dude, that's Belle and the Beast right there. Damn it, Beavis. I'm sure she loves you. She appreciates you. She's got that whole same thing as you, that whole Stockholm syndrome. She's totally in love with her captor. But all the time she thinks about getting free and drunk and, eating dick and shit. She's never done cocaine. She wants to have a fucking hot girl fucking Miami weekend without you. And yeah, don't be mean about it because you want to have a hot girl fucking Miami weekend without her. Unless you guys are so dedicated in love, really. You like have found it. You guys like just want to hot girl each other. Really? Who's pulling whose hair and who's sucking whose titties? And then there's me. And Lilith comes back. Back to life. Really? Yeah. Okay, imagine if you could put yourself in hell where we currently are. Here goes fallen angel. He stood up to God. Oh yeah, he's a big guy. And we all got in trouble standing behind this guy. It's like that fucking Kendrick Drake fucking bullshit. You guys stood behind that douchebag, right? And then you all fall to hell. And you get down here and you see me and I'm telling him he ain't shit. And he can't say shit or do shit because I already did what he did fucking when he was just a kid. Realistically, Lucifer has no power next to Lilith. Lucifer's only power is that he rebelled against God and everybody stood up behind him. That's that Marshall Mathers D12. I thought you was going to say something. I was, right after you. Really? They just, he rallied them, pumped them all up, and was like, yeah, let's go stand up to God. They get in trouble for it. They come down here. And I'm like, you ain't shit. Watch this. I stand up to God. People, I'm running fucking hell. At that moment, it was at that moment, I asserted all fucking control over the darkness. Really? They love me. And realistically, they're just, fallen angels. They love my access back to God, too. Like, oh, I wish I could go home. Come on, then. Quit being an asshole. Realistically, yeah, he doesn't have no power over here. You have no power or authority, the devil. Anybody that gets in that pride and ego energy, I'm like, you're not being a goddess. You're being a fucking devil. Being a loser, Lucifer. Want to stand up. This wasn't about standing up to authority. You know what I mean? In the sense of, it was just rebellious. And if you understand the thing, dude, it's like baby Huey. He ran away from home at a young, it's like fucking, I guess it's the same exact thing. All four of us did it. We all just kept doing it, kept running away from God at a young age. We're like, dude, we can make our own hemp. We can make our own lives. We don't need you, God. I look back at it then to where it is now. I'm like, yeah, that got us real far, didn't it? Are you running from God? Well, I can tell you, since I know the guy, there's nowhere you to run. He created this entire place that you're running through. It's annoying. All right, let's get on with my divine nature. Reclaiming my innocence. Fly like an eagle is what I heard. What number is that? Oh yeah, we said 33. Really? I just start these all over every time. So you can buy the book and someday catch up with us. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep reading them. I'll never shuffle them. These are my favorite. Why? I don't know. They always have been. On page 72 and 73. Many of us were spoon-fed the concept of original sin. I just told you we all did it. He created myself and Adam. I said, no, God, and I didn't do what he said. Then Adam and Eve didn't do what he said. And then here comes Lucifer and the fucking angels. They didn't do what he said. He's used to this. At first he was forceful. He tried to make us do it. Like every parent. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm beat your ass. I'm beat your ass. And then that didn't work. He realized that he had to come with, a softer heart. Really? Then he sent Jesus. What a soft guy. Really? You're going to pick a fight with Jesus? What kind of person are you? You're going to go punch Buddha in the head? You got a lot of aggression there, buddy. It's a nice guy. It's like picking a fight with fucking Allie. Only I would do something like that. Hey, Allie. I love you, man. In the essence is, what was your original sin? What is your unforgivable sin? Hey, dude, we're priestess here. I'm not a priest. In essence, they're putting me in a box and they're going to make me listen to all your sins. You believe this? You just smoke a big fat joint and pretend like that didn't happen. Taking in shit all day like that. Really? I can alchemize it and make a joke out of it after it's all done. you've been carrying this and it's been hurting your entire being for like all your life. Really? Hey, Kanye was really hurt about that situation with his cousin. I spoke it off real quick and everybody was took acceptance and just let it off and patted him on the back. Before that, they were like, stay away from me. Stay away from me, gay guy. Stay away from me. We had a conversation and it was done. It was just done. And that goes back to you guys and your threesomes and your gay fucking pornography. Don't be judging. Judge not lest thee be judged. And that's it. Dude, you want to ask me what I think is the most ultimate unforgivable sin? Is the lie. I think everything else I'm cool with, dude. But if I can't trust you, bro, that's just it. A liar, I can't stand it. But a liar is created after some other sin. You lie to cover up another sin. Really? Yeah, which, it's a pattern. You know what I mean? A liar just lies about whatever just to cover. They're a cover up. They're always covering up shit. So that means you're forever digging through the truth. This is annoying. It's like looking. I can see it. It's annoying. And it's like looking for a puzzle piece or like looking through the Legos or something. It's just like not what you want to do through the junk drawer looking for something. No, it's not something you want to do. Really? Because they're always trying to cover more up. They cover it up with whatever they can cover, come up with. Really? I don't like that. No, a thief is a thief, but a thief is usually a liar too. No, I didn't take it. they're just thievers. Really? I mean, a cheat is a cheat, which means they're a thief and a liar too. I feel like this is a gateway sin. Lying is a gateway sin. Really? I mean, shit. Did you do it? I did. Omission of guilt. Really? I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged. Realistically, I mean, I'm human. What do you want? What the fuck you want me to do? I did it. It was me. It was me. Really? No, you're going to deny it. And you know that they're standing in front of you and they know the truth. And you're going to look them dead in their face and tell them that they're mentally ill and that they're making this up. You're going to try to convince somebody that is proving that you're full of shit, that you're not full of shit. You're a psychotic human being. No, that's not what happened. No, it's not like that. No, we're just friends. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Shut up, you fucking clown ass bitch. You're such a clown. You can't even admit that you're a clown. Really? Just blow your head off, dude. You're such a clown. Really? That's it. It's like, you can't even admit the truth. Which means you just walk in shame. Really? You're ashamed of yourself, and therefore I'm ashamed for you because you're just shameful. You've done a lot of shameful acts that you can't even admit to. Really? It's a mission of guilt. Go to a church and go find someone else to tell. Tell somebody. But that shit's gross. Really? Anyways, the concept of original sin, but they've never been told the story of the original innocence. It goes like this. You were born of purity, a luminous soul created of a morsel of the divine, housed in a human body. We talked about this yesterday morning. I told you exactly how it works, how the soul, the light, is put into a form. Really? It's just a form. We're getting so excited about your body this time. You have many bodies, and if you do so much about this, you're going to have a terrible body next time. You glorify the body, God will take that glory away from you. Really? All glory to God. Ugh. Anyways, you always have this innocent at your core, no matter what or who happens to you. All you have to do, I'm seeing a download. That's the truth, is I can sit here and tell you about my unbelievably tragic life. And still I'm sitting here loving and joyful and giggly and optimistic that I'm going to get it right someday. I'll figure this out. I'm not too old. Not too old to figure this out. Realistically, whereas somebody else, that's not the case. You've lost your innocence at the core because of someone that happened to you. As I reverse the words. Are you using reverse psychology? No, I'm using the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Hey, dude, if I told you that I felt a certain way about you, it was true. I wasn't stroking your ego. I don't say things to say things. I don't make up words. I don't exaggerate. I'm sitting there really hard trying to find the words to say my truth. I'm not saying this just to say it. And when I say it, you know that it's the truth. I don't care how many people have said it before me. Men have trouble with that. You know, because they have these punk ass bitches like Jonica. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you, daddy. Thank you. I love you. And they only love you when you're doing shit. So then later in life, when a girl like me comes in and says, I love you, you're like, yeah, sure. I've heard that before. Because it's just words. They're just words that have been abused, that don't have any meaning or any core value. And as I'm saying this, I'm seeing Russ. He abuses the use of words to sound cocky or creative or unique. Whereas Marshall's sitting there literally trying to find the words to describe how fucking terrible or angry or shameful he fucking feels. Russ is trying to put him in the most perfect words so that you can really make a connection with him, so that he can sell an album to you. This isn't about being raw and real. This is about hitting the charts. You know what I mean? It's what sounds pretty to the ear. What I say doesn't sound right, but it's the truth. And maybe I could have found better words, but at that moment, whatever I did say to you, those were from my heart. I don't speak out my neck. I don't speak out my ass. Sometimes my brain will open up and I'll shut that thing down, but I speak from my heart. True, true, true. Really? So I see this, it's like I hear Ellie. What if I told you that I loved you? Do you know how hard it was for me to say that to a person I didn't know? To come to acceptance. Nobody ever wants to be the first person to say that in an actual true relationship, let alone a freak on the outside. I had to accept this, not just with him, but with everyone. I loved you. And I couldn't explain it, and it drove me crazy, but I was in love with you, and I still love you. And you can not wrap your mind around it, but I tell you that nobody is ever going to love you like I love you, because it wasn't a love that you earned. It wasn't a love that you had anything to do with. It was a love from God that almost killed me. When you say I love you to a person, you make sure that you mean it. That goes back to Bobby. I believed him. I believe him. It's the most vulnerable thing. You never want to admit that you have this feeling, because you become impaired by that feeling. Be true. Be honest. You know, the things I say, they're appalling and they're outlandish and they're uncomfortable and they're seductive and they're all these things, but I'm just speaking true. And it's so uncomfortable to your ears because you've never heard truth. The conversations we have, they're so deep, they're so dark, they're so dingy, they're things you're not supposed to talk, they're taboos is what they call that shit. It's just my life. And it's every else. There's so many people that have these stories. And if I don't talk about it, then you never even know that people are living these kind of lives. If we're not living your life, doesn't mean we didn't make it through life. We have stories to tell. We didn't just stay at one job for the rest of our life. We didn't marry our high school fucking sweethearts and have, 6 fucking grandchildren. You know what I mean? And the fucking walls full of fucking pictures and shit. The pictures are in our head. Time has shows on our skin. We've been through this world. While you just sat there and found a pretty place to dig a ditch. Really? Yeah, I just want to say that. Innocence. When I'm standing in front of you and I just speak, that's me. That's innocence. That's not my brain trying to be smart. That's not my skin, me being prideful. This is my true innocence. Whether I'm crying or I'm laughing, that's just the true, where I'm not filtering. This is truly how I feel and what I think. That's what innocence is. Before someone told me not to say that. I know I'm not supposed to say this shit. But I can tell you something you don't know. It's really freeing when you do. I knew I shouldn't have said that last night or the other night. You know what I mean about blowjobs, but it was freeing, and despite of how it made you feel, you understood the passion of of what I do and what a woman feels, and you've never heard that said before. And though it was appalling because all eyes on me, it's just a truth about how women feel, a real feeling during a real time in our lives. And I take you to all of these places where I was going through a real thing and how I really felt. And when I'm standing in front of people, you know what I mean? I'm telling you how I really feel. I'm not stroking your ego because I can't stand your ego. I'm being honest and true with you. That's innocence. Vulnerable. I don't know how this is going to go. Going back to the dude last week, do you know how many times I've been stood up like that? By the time you did it, I was used to it. Bobby used to do that to me all the time. I'm so serious. The day before, the day of, the whole week, he would always do that. I didn't even know if you were, I was hopeful, but I'd seen this so many times. I had seen this a million times. And that's why I was like, I'm pretty good at rejection. I will be standing there. You know what I mean? I think this goes back to childhood, waiting for my dad to pick me up. Really? I've done this. I'm used to this. I can handle this quite well now. Really? I've learned not to even put on my makeup until I know for sure I'm not doing this. Realistically, get ready for a failure? No, thank you. That's just it. It's like, well, and you stand there, not like, oh, you put on your face and you're like, well, let's hope for the best. And when the worst comes, it's like, well, okay. And that's where I look back. It's like, well, what did you learn? Unbelievable amounts about myself, my abilities, my feelings. I felt ways I never felt before. I opened up in ways I never opened up. I felt safe, so safe to like take control and to go after what I wanted. I wasn't submissive. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't out of control, despite what you may have thought. I was very calm. I'm going to do this. And so in the between, you know what I mean? My appointments, I'm like, I'm going to go stop and get me a fit. And then I was like, I was going to do a totally different, you know what? I'm going to go get my nails. And I didn't regret any of that because it gave me a reason to sit there and get excited about something that I really want. And just because I didn't get it now doesn't mean I'm not going to get what I want. There's no version where this doesn't work out. This is my dream. This is my fantasy. And yeah, a lot of guys step up and like, I want to fulfill your fantasy. I'm serious. That's exactly what they say in the messages. But it's not that easy. Why? I think it comes down to your self esteem, to be honest. And then the outcome. Because I got there too. What comes after this? What if we like this? You know what I mean? Where does we go from here? And that's where you can't. I've learned the hard way not to think past a moment because you'll ruin it trying to plan what comes next. You just let it happen. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back. There's no mistake, no error, no sin or wrong that cannot be submerged into source and remember back to the original pure magical state. Love dissolves all things unlike itself. So choose the loving eyes of a new parent and gaze at your own life with captivation and wonder. Now is the time to connect with your innocent, whole, breathtaking soul you were born with. And that's took a long time of taking off the layers of my pride and my ego, my protective skin, my scales. I couldn't be vulnerable. I couldn't be open. I couldn't be honest. I couldn't be out of control. I couldn't get close. I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles. I had in my essence, in my eyes, in my world, I had a control of my life. But in that you can see I was out of control completely. You know what I mean? I was a control freak and wouldn't let anything in. If it wasn't, my way, there was no way. And that was part of the hardest thing is losing control. And that's why I cry. It's like, you have no idea how the mental agility it took. And it wasn't, dude. It was like my pride. I felt like such a piece of shit. I didn't need you to tell me, bro. I didn't need you to tell me that I was a fucking loser at this moment. I felt it every moment. From the moment I stopped working, every day I wouldn't work. I'd have to fight it all day not to give into it. It was an absolute addiction. It was an addiction, not the money, but the pride. I have to do this. I'm nothing if I'm not working. If I'm not, if I can't provide for my kids, I'm fucking nothing. Nobody's going to take care of me and my kids. I know this. I know this. I know this. And it was hard enough. But then when I lost my house, I gave it all up. And there's nobody to blame, bro. I'm on camera. I did this. And everybody's assuming that I'm on drugs and then I'm fucking crazy. And I can't make them understand why I'm doing this. Even I don't. When I go back to it's traumatizing, bro. After Chris's house, I got into a hotel, right? An extended stay hotel near my kids' school off of Hampton and Wadsworth, right behind that Denny's. And I stayed there for a couple of months. And I was paying it, when I left his house, they gave me like, I forgot, like $2,000 or some shit. And I paid it for like a month. And then after that, I had to find ways. Now, remember, guys, I wasn't smart enough. I didn't get on no fucking welfare check or none of that shit. I didn't think about that. I had food stamps, but because I just always had them. So I just kept recertifying them, right? And then when I went to Oklahoma, I closed it and I reopened it. But I didn't have that shit, bro. So I was struggling. So I was doing day labors and I would wake up. I'm telling you, I can see myself. And I'm like a mental person, bro. It's 4:00 in the morning and I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm just crying, trying to get my brain to stop. Please stop. Please stop telling me I'm a loser. Please stop telling me. I knew what I looked like because I felt it inside. I had to fight my inside. You couldn't have made me feel worse than I already felt. I had purposely sabotaged everything I had ever worked so hard for. And when it really hit me and I'm sitting there with nothing, I'm looking in the mirror and I don't even have my makeup on anymore. I can't even recognize myself. I'm in rags, just like he said. I'm homeless. I'm everything I was always afraid I would ever become. It was the hardest thing in my life. But from there, I rebuilt myself inside. I couldn't rebuild myself outside. And I kept thinking, if I just get a job and a house, everything will be okay. It's like nothing had happened. You know what I mean? I reassert myself and, nobody will make fun of me anymore. And I'm like a normal person. All I got to do is get a job and a house. So that's what the ego kept trying to do, was reestablish itself, put me back in a place of respect rather than shame. You know what I mean? And I kept chasing it for a long time, and I guess until seriously last summer. Everywhere he put me, dude, I just wanted to reestablish myself again. And the way to reestablish myself was through a house and a job. If I had a house and a job, I was just like everyone else, and nobody could say shit to me. That's all it took. That's all it ever takes. Nobody says shit to you as long as you're paying your fucking bills. They don't know what you're doing in your house. As long as you fucking have a roof over your head, they don't give a fuck. Really? That's it. You're a basic human being at that case. And that's what I was trying to do, is just be basic, just a basic human being. I was trying so hard to get back everything I had just given up. It's very real. And the ego death was real. I was dying. It was killing me. And that's why, you know what I mean? It's like, for some dude, I don't know if you realize it, but you really did take some mean shots at me, bro. In your attempt to reestablish yourself, you definitely put me down, but I don't think you realize what you were putting down. You know what I mean? Saying that shit. Wolfman said that shit. He's like, if you want to abandon all your material wealth and go praise God on the top of the mountains in rags, then albeit. But I believe you have to have an ego to be successful. In the essence, he looked at me as nothing. And then he comes out a month ago and he's like, I can't see messing around with low vibrational people that smoke cigarettes and eat fast food. Are you talking to me? I feel like you're fucking talking to me, but in the sense of me, I represent a whole culture of people. So are you talking to me or the entire culture of people that enjoy life, different from you and your steak and eggs? Listen here, Sam I am. I don't like green eggs and ham. Actually, I don't mind at all. But in the essence of that was, it's like, geez, are you like purposely, really? And that's it. I'd have to say you're the first one that was stupid enough to come and take shots at me. Nobody ever said anything, but I could definitely feel it. Really? Yeah, it hurt. And then I'm sit here and it's like, do you want to build it all up again just to destroy it? No, I'm cool. I didn't make myself about my job anymore. I'm not my job. I'm not my house. I'm not my clothes. I'm not my makeup. I'm not any of those things that made me important before I did this. You know what I mean? My wardrobe, those things. I thought, that was a way to establish myself when I was in the world. And I had to learn to establish myself without those things and stand in front of people that I respected and that I loved and say that this is me now. And though you may be ashamed of me, I've worked my entire fucking soul off to be just this. To stand in front of you as a homeless, unemployed spiritualist in the name of God. I wasn't on drugs. I did this with intention. And now I'm the most powerful fucking witch in Christ. I won. It was an ugly battle to leave one life to become something else. I did. It worked. I'm something completely different. That person still exists. I could still go in the clubs and all of that shit. That's still there. But that's my lower vibration. I got a much higher vibration going on here, which is a higher fucking ranking in spiritual and here, because ain't nobody do what I do, because nobody did what I did, and nobody would ever. And that's those rites of passages. I followed those callings into the night with nothing but my children, my dog, and my faith. And I showed the world that it was okay, that God can provide, and it's okay to listen to your heart. And it's going to take you to some scary places, but those places is where you find yourself. You're not going to find yourself in a safe neighborhood. There's nothing to look around and see. You stop challenging yourself when you've got there. There's no challenge into being comfortable. Really? It's not hard to be comfortable. This is all about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and getting into the game. Really? Life. If this relationship doesn't work, and that's what it is. Every relationship I had that didn't work, I learned so much, not so much about the person. I can't even tell you what any of their favorite colors are, their middle name, nothing much, their age. I mean, seriously, don't ask me details. But in that connection, I grew. I learned so much about a man and a woman. Wisdom that I didn't have to match my years on this earth. And that's what it is. It's like, yeah, it didn't work, but there's still much I didn't know. I didn't have what it took yet. I haven't, obviously. It's not like, it's just I haven't had what it takes because I haven't had enough experience. And as you can see, it wasn't about riding dick, but you know what I mean? Learning how to have connections with men, and then men that I was afraid of, and then men that I thought were too good for me, and then men that I thought I was too good for, and just men that I never gave a chance to. It was all about giving mankind, all kinds of man, a chance. Because in my state of mind, all kinds of men We're the same, and I'm not going to give a chance to any kind of man. I can look back at God and say, why didn't you give me something easier? There was no easy way for me to rehabilitate myself. You know what I mean? When you go to a fat camp, they're not going to take it easy on you. They're not. You're going to be crying and you're going to be hurting and you're going to be sore. But this is the way. If you can't make it, then we'll roll your fat ass out and we'll bring another fatty in. But this is the way to healthy to a healthy lifestyle. Really? Fuck off. Seriously, when I look at Kobe in the beginning and shit, it's like, fuck, take it easy. I'm a girl. He wasn't doing nothing. He was just coaching me through my own fight, my own battle. And he was very insensitive, like, get up. And then talk. Keep your head up. Don't be a bitch. If you shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. You don't know how I feel. I mean, seriously, if you guys could have seen him that day when his daughter left, I am fucking crying. I know it's about Russ. I fucking know it. I am so sure of it, bro. I am like head in the fucking straight in the knees, snot to the face, crying under a full moon, just crying. And it probably wasn't a full moon, but it was definitely the stars. I would just sit there crying to the stars in front of that. Oh God, it was hard. And I'm sitting there, and it's Kobe and his daughter. I don't know her name in life, whatever. And I see them, and she's looking down at me like I'm the most pathetic being that she's ever seen. And she's like, she turns to him and she says, she looks like a little girl. And I lift my head up and I wipe my fucking eyes and snot. And I said, I am. And it hurts so bad. And she looks up at Kobe and Kobe says, she's going to be okay. And that was it. I didn't see her again after that. She had to go take a life of her own. But it was a reminder that it still hurts no matter how old you get. I watched my mom cry once over love. I don't know, she must have been in her 50s. She cried real hard. I've never seen it before. I watched Devani's mom cry. That was harsh to watch her. God, that hurt to watch her. I was 15 and I'd never seen it before. What happened? Her, such a douchebag. I have a sense on this guy to stay away from him myself. Really? Oh man. My kids tell me, he always asks about me too. Stay away from me, fucking pedophile. Realistically. Anyways, that's a long story. Maricela left her husband for a young guy. They moved to America, and the young guy started sleeping with a girl at his business at Sioux Plantation, bro. That's the whole story. When I was a teenager, he worked there, and we used to go there in families and every event, dude. I mean, I even took my family, like all my family there. We used to have, banquet dinners and shit. It was great food. And she found out that he was sleeping. No, he told her straight the fuck up. He told her straight the fuck up. He was having an affair, and he wanted to, you know what I mean? He wanted to end their relationship. And she just cried and cried for weeks. We would come over, and she would just always be crying. She'd play that song. I'm gonna put it in the community page. Como me voy a olvidar, which means how am I ever gonna forget? It's a beautiful song. And she would just cry. And she made this decision, bro. She made the strongest decision I've ever seen because she was here legally and she still had her family here. But she made the decision to pack up this life that she had created in America and go back home. And she knew if she went back home, she could never come back across. But she did. Really? She had a boyfriend not too long later. It wasn't anything real. They used to go to church and eat stuff and stuff. I don't think they were fucking or kissing. I don't know. I wouldn't know. She wouldn't tell me. That would not be the person that she would confide in. But that was a sad story. And she cried. I had seen it. We would just come by because she lived in the east. And anytime we were cruising down University, we'd shoot over there. He'd use the bathroom. We'd get something to drink. She'd feed us. And then we'd go on our little journey. But she'd be hurting, bro. She'd be crying for weeks. It didn't matter when we came over. She was in there crying about it. Her whole life came down. What happened to him? Oh, fuck. He invited us to his wedding, which was some shit. He had a daughter with her. And then I just talked to my daughter. He's divorced now. He's got his boys that live with him and his grandkids. Funny how that works out. Really? Interesting as it is. Really? Yeah. Crazy story. Crazy times. That's it. It's like, oh, that didn't work. What'd you learn? When did you stop learning? I'm looking at Marshall. Marshall, when did you start learning how to love? Stop learning how to love. Hey, you want to go ahead and put on Lil Wayne's song? How to Love. I know you guys go way back. Let's go back to your fucking childhood trauma with your baby mama. Let's talk about your innocent days. He was a lover. He was just too busy working. Really? Yeah. He was too busy trying to make a name for himself. He thought that, just like every man, by building up the paycheck, he was building up the family. But all he was doing was creating loneliness. All she wanted was your attention, bro. She just wanted your time. I know it's sad and you're going to cry about it, but that's all we ever want. It's not fair for you to take a loving being like us and lock us up in the house or in a crate like a dog when all we want to do is lick your fucking face. Fucking bitch. I'm serious. All women want is your love, your attention, your affection. That's all they want from you, bro. They maybe these girls want a lot more. But if you couldn't even give them that, bro, the resentment comes when you just can't give them the FaceTime. Doesn't matter. You can watch every history, dude, every fucking story. These relationships fall apart because that man's not there to love his wife. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. That's what happens. It's not a happy home unless you're happy, unless you're home. That's what I try to tell Bobby. It's like, stop running away from home. You just being there makes them happy, bro. Really? I know that. People just want your presence. And when you're gone, that's death. It's like, what do they want from you? They just want to see you. They just want to feel what it feels like to have you in the room, to see you smile, to hear you laugh, to talk with you. They don't want you to show up and, as Santa Claus all the time. Take it easy, fucking Russ. My love language is Apple Pay. I love to give. Come here, dude. Come love on me. Really, I wouldn't even know what to do with it, Russ. I'm so serious. You could give me like money right now and be like, here, bitch, take some money. What do you want me to spend this on? I literally would just look at it. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? If you didn't tell me what to do with it, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I'd just be holding it on. You didn't spend that money? No, I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. Really? Is this supposed to make everything all better? Go buy yourself. I'm not her, bro. I'm sure she's going to be like, I love you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. I don't know it. I still love you without the money, bro. Really? I do. Moving on. Let's reclaim our energy. Seriously, I was really about to fucking go to sleep, dude. I don't know if you guys paid attention. I was up to like fucking 4 o'clock in the fucking morning making fucking stupid videos. And then on God, dude, on God, I was up at 6:30. I laid in the bath. I did a bunch of fucking bullshit in the house. I've done so much. I was literally coming up here to go to bed. And then they're like, you cannot rest yet. You have information to receive. So let's do this. And then I'm going to crawl into my coffin and reclaim my energy. Really? Seriously, where's the guidebook to this? Oh, it's not in there. Seriously? Yeah, I gave you my innocence and now I need my energy. 42. I went to 52. The violet flame. I know, look at that. And you see how the gateway leads to your heart, right? The whole ascension is your heart. Dude, it could take you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to do what we call is a descent. 22 centimeters from your big fat brain to your heart. It could take you 1,000,000 lifetimes to get from here to here. You can see where you're going. Russ, look down at your titties. I have no shame in it. I was feeling bad about doing it, and I didn't understand why I kept making fun of your titties until I realized it had to do with your stupid song. I just need some titties to grab on. So now it just makes it okay. If it's okay for you to say it, then why is it not okay for me to say it? Oh, God, Russ, this is never going to end, dude. Seriously, are you really going to live as long as me? You're going to kill me like this, Seriously. Told Kanye to fucking shut the fuck up, but I think you need to shut the fuck up, bro. I can't wait. You do this all the time? I don't know. Yeah, Every time he drops a song, we totally fucking drop him into the ground. It's a fucking. I'm seeing the people's elbow. Really, I jump off the ring. I'm like Nacho Libre. Totally smash that fucking midget. I do it in the name of God. Chancho, I need to borrow some sweats. Gonna go fight some crime. Come on, Marshall. It's an SOS. We're gonna go fuck up Russ. It's an RUSS. It's the Russian missile. We can take all kinds of fun jokes. Do you get hurt by it? I think after a while he gets like, I believe that bitch you took a shit about. I don't think so. Really? Does he seem like the sensitive type to you? I'm not going to stop until you tell me it hurts. Tell me when it hurts. I'm going all the way in. I'm going to fall off the chair. Oh, Russ is losing. Dude, do you know how stupid Russ feels? I don't know. Let's ask him. What is your comments, Russ? No, he lost the Lilith. How do you lose the Lilith? She was yours since the beginning of time, you loser. Here comes Big Dick Davison, Mr. fucking Lord of the Underwear. Hades has come to claim power over here. A more evolved version of myself. Really? Poor guy. Nice guys come in last, right, Ellie? Ellie's never even thought of that. In Allie's world, he's never even had a freak. Never. Poor Ellie. People like Ellie and NF, I feel like I should just pull my hair back and just show them what the world is like. I feel like it's just a service to humanity, like the human part of them. Like I feel like I should service their human parts just to make sure they work. You don't think anybody's doing anything dirty with Ellie? He's more of a love maker. Really? He's going to be like making sure that it feels good. He's not going to. No, he's not pulling your hair. He's not going to choke you. I'm almost positive. I don't know why my spirit says this, but my spirit says that Bridge Fit doesn't give blowjobs. Like, really? You have no idea what you're missing. You keep putting all that fake shit in your mouth. You need some meat in your mouth, bitch. Come here, I'll show you how it's done. This is the power given to me by God. I'm not even making it up. What fucking power did he give you? He gave me the power to please. Isn't that nice? People pleaser. I refuse. All right, here we go. Recapitulation. Capulation. Is that a word, marshmallows? Owning your power. Where you put your energy is your choice. Overcoming triggers through self-awareness. Energy vampires. Hey, we were talking about that. And that's where I was like, I can alchemize whatever you put inside me. And then I go back to fucking, he told on himself too. Really? He said, anyways, I'm not going to talk about how he told on himself. But anyways, he has all those women that he slept with. He has all their energy all over him. Really? He's done no sacral chakra cleaning. Really? No? He keeps just digging it. It's like, ew. Yuck. I'm getting a fucking gross image. I'm gonna fall off my chair. Have you guys seen that new Doritos commercial that keeps grossing me and my kid out? This guy's getting his hair cut, and the dude has cheese on his finger. He just reaches up and sucks his finger. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. You have cheese on your dick, bro. And even though you can't see it, if I pull out the purple flame, that's such a God joke. Way to go, Metatron. Really? It's actually Mikhail's deck. He owns the purple flame, but they're all laughing at you at this particular moment. Really? You have a cheese dick. That's why it's so big. Is it well matured yet? Or it smells like feet? I'm gonna die. You do know I have an affinity for cheese, right? I can say so much and we get in trouble. I can't get past this sentence. It stuffs me up. I'm such an idiot. God. The best part of my day is me. Really, I really like what I do. It's not just a conversation I'm having with myself here. I'm delivering messages with the universe, and it's quite fun. It's more like an interview of the universe, and I'm just part of it. And my higher self comes in. And I'm like, oh God. Really? I'm so glad there's not a crowd of people in front of me instigating it by their looks. Seriously. I might have to do it, keep my back turned. Never mind. More dirty jokes. All right, I'll keep my eyes on you. Energy vampires, reclaiming your soul fragments, observing the observer, shifting victim mentality. Oh yeah, why did this happen to me? I don't know. It happened to a lot of us. Really? Hey, as mortified as I am about being in a threesome, I bet there's some dudes that got really scared. You felt his dick, didn't you? You have the memories. I don't. Touched your butt, didn't he? Wolfman probably has a couple sex. He'll have a couple of you to have sex with. Sure, bring your friend. I'm sorry. This is not doing any wonders for reconciliation, is it? Anyways, I'm sorry. Can't even see straight. When we embrace an energy-aware lifestyle, we start to notice that when we feel drained or ungrounded, we may feel flat or out of our center after spending time with certain people or places. Yeah, this is boring. I hate going there. That's Walmart. So draining and flat. Please don't make me go there. It takes all my energy away. Really? Some places. I don't feel that way when I go to King Soopers. My kid asked me last night, how come you don't go to Target? So because it's bougie and it's expensive. Really? I didn't choose to go to Target before. I'm not going to choose to do it now. Really? It's not my choice of places to go. Really? And that's just it. You decide what feels right for you. Our energy is our responsibility, and how we give it away becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. But what about the fragments of the self we gave away before we came into this awareness? Yes, it is possible to recover and restore yourself to wholeness. In shamanic practices, that's what we're moving into. We've been in it. Really? Shamanic and druid practices. Seriously, we're just moving through the realms. Just keep up. I'm not even trying to create a schedule for you guys to know. It's messy because I don't stay on one track. That would make me not like you. That would make me like you. And shamanic practices, recapturing and reuniting the lost fragments of ourselves, is called recapitalization. Capitalization. Yeah, that's what that is. I did a whole teaching on this yesterday on the fulfillment of the consciousness, and with the hectagon or some shit. Did a whole teaching about this yesterday, and it's where all of my past lives, all of me has been integrated into me, and it's brewing to make a better me. Really? I'd been working through it, but now it's coming through. And then even a new part of me came in, which was what? The layers of the Morgan. My past life, I've touched it, but we haven't gone into it. That means I had to work through, do you know how it works? I had to work through all of my inner child trauma up until adulthood to get to the healed place, right? So I had to work from the Lilith all the way to the Morgan. And that's what I was doing this whole fucking time. I was doing it because that mirrored Lisa's life experience. Through Lisa's life, no. My karma from those lives played out into this life. And as I went through the karma of each of those lives, I integrated each of those lives. And that's why I said I'm going through an integration of the Morgan, which were layers to my being. I haven't even hit the full layer of the Morgan, but just tapped into layers that started on Monday. Monday. Mondays are hardcore around here. I go through an enormous portal between today and tomorrow. I cannot tell you what I will wake up as tomorrow. It always happens. Really? There's always, because it's the moon. I'm back on the moon. I've left Earth now. And then I sit there reflecting on my time on Earth, which was over the weekend. Last Friday night, what happened? Dude, I almost had sex with a stranger last week. I mean, it went down, bro. I was so close, like my panties were wet. I was really gonna get it on with this guy. Really? What? Yes, that's the story I gotta sit with tomorrow. That's what really happened. Oh, and I found out I was the devil. What? Tell me all about it. That's what me and my spirit guides will be talking about tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Where are you gonna be tomorrow? Oh, you're going to be at work. Talking about what? What mistakes did you make? What changes did you make on Friday? What did you do? Really? Mm-hmm. That's huge. That's huge for me. I've never had that experience, bro. I never had that experience. No way, dude. I don't even know. And I probably should have kept the messages. I'm an idiot, but that's okay. I don't need the remembrance. I have the feeling. I know how it started and what was going on in there. And then I know how I was feeling. I'm serious. I was sitting there just like messaging, but then I got up and I'm like, whoa. I'm like super turned on. Whoa. I never felt like that. You'd think I'd fall in love and try to go chasing his dick or something, but it wasn't that. It was just unreal. And I can't say it was literally him, just myself, allowing myself to open up. I felt safe and I went straight for it. Really? It was a great feeling. That's my week. I always have an adventure. I did something crazy, outlandish, and learned so much. Really? Hey, bro, I was super turned on. That was like the closest thing I had to an orgasm, was just the idea of having an orgasm. I'm serious. I'm serious. I was really turned on. I never felt like that. Really? Mm-mm. Not without, you know what I mean? I don't know. Seriously? Yeah, it was crazy. It was amazing. Probably better I didn't go all the way. That was a little bit much. Calm down. Change your underwear. Calm down. We'll try again next time. Seriously, I might have blew my load too fast. I was too excited. Really? I was very excited. I'm that much closer. Really? We call that a near miss. I'm just saying. It's just, bringing yourself together. It's like, wow, I found a piece of me that I never knew existed. And I'm going to hold on to this piece and it's going to be a part of me, which is what? The freak, I guess. Even when we become aware of the patterning that's the perfect, I'm seeing it, it's like the perfect alignment to make this happen. It had to be the full moon under Scorpio and all this stuff. Everything had to come together perfectly to push me into the best version of me. It's like the entire universe and the planets and the cards and the people and everything came together to get, you know what I mean? And that's how it works. It's divinely orchestrated as your growth. Really? Yeah, it's amazing. Anyways, and that's what it is. It came out of nowhere. It was just out of nowhere. I went through an enormous ego death on Monday where I'm like fucked off. Next thing I know, I'm in the DMs on Tuesday and I am like beyond excited come Wednesday and I'm like going to have sex with someone on Thursday. I didn't know where this was coming from. And I was just like, whoa, this is really happening. And I was excited with it. It didn't go all the way and I can give all reasons as to why. But that was amazing. Really? It wasn't forced. It was, like I said, it just happened completely organic. It just felt super comfortable to just go and hook up with this guy in the woods. Like, really? How? I don't know. I give it, the truth is, I've got to give credit where credit's due, and I give credit to the person I was, connecting with. They made it easy. They made it feel okay. It was okay to be me until I was too much me, and then it was a little too much. Really? Well, moving on. Even when we become aware of the patterning that unnecessary chews up our energy, we may still be drained by certain people or situations. When we grow our awareness further and take note of triggers, we see it is, as I'm saying that, it's like he obviously felt just as brave all the way up until the end too. Like, I'm gonna do this. It sounds like he was like seriously down. Like, where are we gonna go do this? I'm down. I don't care. Let's do it. Seriously? Yeah. So he was equally as comfortable until it became uncomfortable. What became uncomfortable? Too much information. Which was a, by the way, uh, here comes the warning, this small print. Really? It's okay. When we grow, and that's it. It's like if I never said anything, we would have, but then you would have not known what happened to you while we were out there. You'd been all fucked off. Really? It wouldn't have been just sex, that's for sure. Even when we become aware of the patterning that unnecessarily chews up our energy, we may still be drained by the certain people or situations. When we grow our awareness further and take note of our triggers, we will see we see it is always our choice whether our energy goes, although it may not feel that way. Really? Well, yeah. Like going back to Russ, dude. Every time I couldn't say no to giving into it, he would trigger me, and I would just go. Really? Until, and that's it. It's like I stopped giving it energy. I stopped giving him energy. It was just a game. He fed off of it. He was waiting for me to, my response. He would do something and I would blow up, and he felt cool because I was blown up. He got under my skin. It was all about getting under my skin, making me upset, making me feel some type of way. So every time that I showed him I was showing him he was winning by getting upset. He was winning. He was purposely pissing me off all the time. And I would come back and fire at him and tear him into little pieces. And then he'd turn around with his next great plan of how to attack me again. Really? I swear to you, annoying ass. Then I look up, I'm like, because I was just used to it now. It's like anytime I see him, and it doesn't even, I'm just ready to attack his ass because this is all we do. Really? He takes a shot and I shoot harder. And he keeps, it's just back and forth, back and forth. And then I just stopped. One day he took a shot and I actually let it hit me. And I turned to him crying. I said, "You win. Your words hurt. You won. I'm done fighting." Really? Yeah, what was it? It's one of his songs. It was like, your last guy fucked you up and now you can't let nobody get close to you or some shit like that. And I was like, "You're right. I'm done. Whatever. I'm all types of fucked up. Go fuck yourself." And that's it. That was when it was over. When I told him he won, he won. And I think that's what's happened here with Wolfman. When I finally surrendered, you win. He no longer, it was all about the chase. Really? Mm-hmm. Whatever you want, bro. It's yours. You don't have to fight for it. And that's what it became. Russ wanted my attention, and he just wanted my attention. But he wanted the negative attention. So when I started giving him a positive attention, he didn't want it anymore. He only wanted that negative attention. He only likes it when we're fighting and being annoying with each other. Because he's a whole kid. I enjoy it too. It's fucking great. Seriously, I've learned to enjoy it. But he really did. It was just fun and games. He's like that kid that puts fucking bubblegum in your hair. You know what I mean? That likes you and then hits you. Like, I like you, so I'm going to bully you. That was him. Really? We all know that guy. What a loser, right? Seriously, it was annoying. And then I looked up and God showed me how much he really did love me, how important I was, how he couldn't go a day without addressing me, how everything I said became something that he wrote about, something he thought about, something he talked about. Talk about regurgitation. Nobody watches me closer than him. Bobby has a job. He gets behind. He won't watch every fucking video. Russ, no. Kanye gets busy. Russ, no. He watches everything. And when he's not watching, he's meditating. He's connecting with my spirit. Really? Yep. Talking about a spiritual fucking stalker. Really? Oh man, he knows the radar too. If I get close to another, like whenever I was near Bobby, he would have this, he knew right away to start posting shit. I'd watch it too, because I started to catch on to it. I'd sit there as soon as me and Bobby would message, I'd keep an eye on Russ's page to see how long it took him to notice. It was in minutes every time. Like, how does he know this? Really? God showed me that he knows when I'm hurting too. And that's probably why I end up seeing his funky face when I'm hurting. What the fuck are you doing down here? You did this. We may hold a subconscious sense of obligation to others or a belief that our own needs cannot be met until we take care of everyone else. Ouch. We may run ourselves ragged, meeting deadlines, keeping customers happy, living up to expectations, or ensuring that we have everything our children require from us. Yeah, that's me. As long as they're happy, I don't give a shit. Really? That's how I am. And that's how Bobby is. It's all about my kids. I get that. I don't do shit for myself as long as they're fucking chilling. Then I learned to start caring about myself. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is like, I don't want to do something because I'm not doing with the kids. The kids don't want to do it and I feel bad, but I don't do such shit. Realistically, yeah, shit like that. Many of us expend energy through, and that's my daughter. These fucking kids. I told them we were getting our hair cut. Told them, and I told him she goes to school and cuts her own hair. Every time she cuts her hair, it looks really good. I just want to point out, whoever her little professional friend is very professional in high school doing hair. And then my son, it's like I'm waiting to get a haircut because I'm waiting for him to come and get a haircut with me, and he doesn't want to do it, and he doesn't want to do it, and finally he doesn't want to do it. Fuck you! I'm going to get a haircut. Fuck you! I'm out. I'm not waiting on you no more, you guys. And that's where it is I put their needs above my own. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to eat what I want to eat, and so I won't eat it. And then I'm not eating because I don't want to eat the fucking shit they're eating either. So I'm sacrificing, all kinds of things that make me happy because it doesn't make them happy. That doesn't make sense. It did, I suppose. I used to feel bad if I went to go out to eat without my kids or if I spent money without my kids. Really? Well, everything I did was for them. So it felt bad that I felt selfish. I felt like I was doing, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just did. Seriously? Yeah. And then I learned that I'm not being selfish, that I exist in this family too, that there's things that I need, that there's, you know what I mean? What about me too? Because otherwise, you do kind of get a resentment. You don't exist in this equation. And that's because you haven't made your needs and wants important. It's not their job to fulfill it. It's just your job to tell them that you're going to fulfill it and that, stand back. Really? Sometimes I'll tell them straight up, no. Like my son, he wanted to go to the store with me yesterday. I said, no, because you throw me off a track and you always want to get some extra shit that I don't want to get. I just want to get through the fucking store quickly. What happened? I took him with me. What did we get? I don't know, a bunch of shit. No, I didn't. That was the day before. Really? Yeah. And that's it. It's like sometimes, and then sometimes no. It's like it's not always a yes. Sometimes it's a no. And it's got to be okay to be a no. And I'm not going to feel or that I said yes to myself. Really? Yeah. It's hard. It's being an overgiver and not being a receiver. You know what I mean? It's hard to change that pattern of caring for yourself when you've spent your whole life caring about everybody. You don't even know how to. And when you do it, you feel guilty. You feel terrible because you, in your mind, you should be doing this for someone else. You know what I mean? Like when I go and, spend money on myself, it's like I could have spent this money on them. It would have been better on the house. It would have been better for someone else. Really? Yeah. You think it's better spent on someone else. It's better invested on their happiness than your own. I don't know if you guys suffer from that, but it was something for me. Moving on. What did we say here? Separation. Let's see. Is that where we are? That's not where we were. We're on the next page. Okay, here we go. Living up to expectations or ensuring we have everything our children require from us. Many of us expand our energy through drama, self-doubt, self-sabotage, anxiety, and fear. Sometimes we sense we are giving too much, but cannot see exactly how this is happening, or that our effort may be unproductive, even counterproductive. But it doesn't have to be like this. To claim more time and energy for yourself, look at what is and isn't serving you. You may need to make changes to your external environment. And that's it too, is that we were focusing on that in the cards, is work on your, and we're in Taurus season, so you should be working on your home life. Really, your grounding, your foundation. It's not just inside, but outside. And again, I got another download about you, Wolfman, and your travels. It was not a nice one. It was something, though. Let's see if it comes back. But if I think about you, and you can see that I think about you in your quiet space. I don't think about you out there in crowds of people. I think about you sitting at a restaurant by yourself. I think about you in the room by yourself. I think about you not picking up your stuff in your room. Really? Yeah. I know you're used to nobody seeing it, but you need to pick up your shit. And you don't do laundry. You're like as bad as me about laundry, aren't you? I think about sometimes if I allow it. And realistically, it's like you're all alone. You're a lonely energy. When you guys think of me, do you think I'm sitting around lonely? I mean, you can tell when I'm going through shadow work, you're like, damn, she's having a rough day today. She's probably in bed crying. You know those days. But normally, no, you can like, I wonder what she's up to. She's probably doing something stupid. And you probably know what I'm doing. I'm pretty predictable, but I'm doing, or I'm not. And you're like, damn, she's probably sleeping. That too. You know the things I do. But in the sense of it's like, what's Wolfman doing? He's working out. He's working out. He's trying to connect with bitches. He's, whatever. You're creating a closed off lifestyle. You've walked in a closed off lifestyle for a long time, and that's a lifestyle of full control. There's no room. You're not allowing room. And it's funny. I look at you and your your vagabond ways, and I was like, yeah, that's how they looked at me. But through you, I was able to show like men's biggest fear is I'm not gonna submit. I'm not gonna commit. They don't believe it because first off, I'd be telling you fuck you, and second, all stories say I couldn't do this. It is my biggest challenge. It's what I did not do in the last life, but it is what I am here to do in this life. So you to question my ability to do what I came here to do is kind of stupid. It is a battle. But I did not do this in any other life because I kept losing this battle. But I'm not going to lose this time. And with that being said, I can look at you the same way they look at me. He's never going to settle down. He's never going to commit. He is never going to be that dude. It's not necessarily a bad thing coming from a chick like me that does all that movement. But we're talking about loyalty. We're talking about a commitment, a promise to a person. It's not about clipping your wings, but it's, you know what I mean? Honoring a promise. And I just went back to that. Fine, travel. But while you're gone, am I still feeling the love? Am I still being, you know what I mean? Am I still in a relationship while you're somewhere else? Or every time you leave, I'm in a cold relationship with myself? Something to think about, all you guys traveling fucking circus relationships out there. Anyways, to claim more time and energy for yourself, look at what isn't serving you. You may need to make some changes to your external environment. More often, the most effective change will be in your perception of self. What beliefs and learnings serve you? What fear based and limiting expectations are keeping you from your power? I'm seeing this thing in Marshall, in the beginning with Marshall. I asked him, because at the time I was smoking weed and I was microdosing. And I come to him and I was like, does this trigger you? Do you believe I'm a drug addict? Does this trigger you? Does this make you feel uncomfortable that I'm consuming drugs? Really? I knew his wife smoked cigarettes, so I didn't allow that to stand in my way. Really? No, he's not going to be grossed out by it. The last woman he loved smoked cigarettes. I think he can tolerate my cigarettes. Of course, you look at everyone else and they're like, no. And it's like, well, Bobby, when I met him, used to smoke cigarettes, so it wasn't a thing. Brian vapes, so I don't feel uncomfortable about certain things around certain people. They don't make me feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Tree knew I smoked cigarettes. He didn't. Did he? No, I think he did. I can't remember. Don't ask me in the memory department. But certain things I was accepting, you accepted this about me, but do you accept this? Is this unacceptable? Do you stop giving me your attention because I have this thing that I do? And that goes back to it is like your conditions. In the beginning, Wolfman said, and remember, I've always had a body dysphobia, so I see myself as a really big chick. And so in the beginning, he was like, I'm currently single and I'm taking applications. There will be a fitness requirement. Right away, you're like making me feel like I'm not good enough. And how many others that we have to consider our fitness in order to get close to you? Like if we're not thin enough, we can't get close to you. That was rude. Just rude. And I know you're doing it just to be cocky, but you're a dick. You're a dick. And again, that's what you started. As soon as you started this Iron Man shit, you became a fucking dick. Again, thought you were better than someone because you were doing something that somebody wasn't. And here comes Mr. Armenian with a great attitude that, is just doing it. You think you're better than somebody because you forced your way, you begged your way with a fucking terrible email to get into a competition that you didn't even actually properly plan for. And now you want to stand out there all pompous saying that, you're a big guy because you're putting in the hours. So is he. And that's not all he's doing. So how are you bigger than this guy? I'm not putting you in competition, but just know that you're in competition with everybody. And you think you're outside of it, but you are very much all in it. And that goes back to this. What fear-based and limiting expectations are keeping you from your power? Consciously choose and align yourself with ideas that serve you, and suddenly you will have a lot more energy for the meaningful, inspiring parts of yourself. You will also have improved presence and more for your loved ones. I'm getting all kinds of downloads. We welcome excuse me, they're not going to let me read. I think I'm getting a blockage. Really? I think they shoved too much at once because now I'm just seeing these like squiggly lines. What the fuck is that? It's Metatron. What the fuck is that, Metatron? Really? I was getting like 2-3 images real fast of a couple guys in scenarios that I couldn't speak on because they came too fast. And then it turned into like a blank screen with some squiggly lines going across it. It's like, I think I'm getting a blockage. Then the visions I just had went away, and now I'm getting a blank screen with squiggly lines. Hold on. I told you, this is how he talks. It's annoying. I used to just sit there. I was like, am I high or something? Like, what the fuck am I seeing? It's not here, Metatron. Where is it? What is it? I can see it just fine. It's these like 2 squiggly lines. What is it? Is there another? Oh, there's more cards. What is it? Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. It's not here. It's a symbol. Is it Pisces? Hold on, it's a symbol. I'm seeing a symbol. Don't even ask me what the fuck we were talking about before I saw this symbol. It's that symbol. It's this. What's that symbol? This is what I'm seeing. What's that symbol? Libra? No. Scorpio, Sagittarius. It's Aquarius. I'm seeing the sign of Aquarius. Why am I seeing that? Always seek an overview, sensible, observant, sociable, eccentric, deliberate, unbiased, very good imagination, intuitive, original, insensitive. Okay, well, Pluto's retrograde has something to do with Aquarius, perhaps. The screen went blank and all I saw was that sign. I told you, I was just seeing, what is it? These squiggly lines. It was a blank screen and I just saw these 2 lines going across it. Sorry. Some of them are harder. Normally they're like scenes being played out and I just have to narrate what I'm seeing as a scene. It's a still image, but some of them, they are just that. They're just sigils. That's the word. Something about Aquarius. Keep that in mind. Do I know an Aquarius? I think Daddy Yankee's an Aquarius. other than him? No, I don't think so. I'm not calling you daddy, Ramon. Seriously, it just sounds weird. I'm not, maybe. I don't know if I could, I don't know. My brain can't wrap its mind around it. Maybe if I felt comfortable, but I don't think, my brain won't let me think it's comfortable. So maybe, I'm just saying. And that's what it is. It's a belief system. I'm not calling nobody daddy. I would never. And then, like, I don't know, maybe it comes out. Really? Like, if I had a baby, if we had a baby, I'd be like, oh, look, there's daddy. So in that case, it could come out. But, like, not boyfriend, girlfriend. You're not my daddy. You could be a daddy in my life if we had a baby, but you're not my daddy. If we have a baby, then I guess technically you're my baby daddy. See what I mean? I don't fuck with this brain. I don't fuck with the thoughts of this fucking world. All right, going back. By observing the observer. No, did we already read all this? Yeah. On page 111. This is not where we were, was it? It sure is. To claim more energy, what beliefs and learning serve you. Yeah. We become aware of our patterns through self awareness. By observing the observer, we can broaden our perspective. I don't know where I was, so I'm just rereading. The understanding helps us untangle ourselves from the drama. We can distinguish what is relevant and real to us in the here and now from outdated stories. Instead of reacting when we feel triggered, we can peel back the layers of those moments and reclaim greater understanding of ourselves and the myths we have unwittingly subscribed to or that others have ascribed to us. And that was the big thing this week. That came out of nowhere. I didn't fail at relationships. I just didn't have enough experience to have long term, to make marriages work. That's all. I'm not a failure at marriage. And I carried that. I told myself and I told others that that's what happened. That was the narrative I told people. I believe that lie. I choose to tell a different story. I choose to change the past in my words. Really? I changed my perception about what really happened back then. It took a long time to work through the layers of it, but I didn't fail. I didn't fail. I may have given up, but I didn't fail. I just gave up, and for good reasoning. And I'm not, I can go back at this. At that time, filing for divorce was against everything, all my Christian teachings. This was against God, what I was about to do. More than having an abortion, because that was years ago and whatever. But I'm about to do this consciously against my understanding that I'm not supposed to do this. Really? So you can understand the intensity of committing adultery with a married man, how that killed my ego. I knew better than this. I would never do such a fucking atrocity. I'm not this person. I cannot be this person. This is not who I am. And once I became that, I realized that everything horrible I thought about a person that did such a thing was just a projection. I had to be that person to have compassion for those type of people. I had to break my ego to love any of you. And that goes back to you, Wolfman. No, you were everything in you, every red flag that's like to the ego. No, stay away from this guy. He is all red flags. But yet my heart kept pushing me. Meditation can help us explore and take responsibility for our eternal disordinance. Anything that takes you out of the busyness of your mind can heighten your perspective so you can see the bigger picture. I told you that last night, Wolfman. The hours you're spending in a pool or on a bicycle are nothing compared to 20 to 30 minutes that you just spend asking yourself really hard questions and writing them down. Am I happy? Why am I not happy? What things are making me unhappy? Don't ask yourself the hard question. What do you want to do when you grow up? You know what I mean? What do you want to do with your life? Nobody knows. Don't ask that. Just ask yourself the hard questions of why you aren't happy. I can't tell you what will make you happy, but just eliminating the things that are making you unhappy will make you happier. You got to ask yourself why you're afraid to let these things go. And if you're going to let that fear hold you back, Going to you, Wolfman, you got to ask yourself if you can control this desire, bro, and where it's coming from. What's making you uncontrollable when it comes to women? You cannot have a wife or a future with this shadow that you can't control. Wolfman, it doesn't matter what kind of great sex I have with you. Your program is to go have more sex. Your pattern is to leave me and go find another. And if not me, that's your pattern. You're going to, I don't want to say reject, you're going to neglect whatever woman that you're sexually entwined with at this moment, because you're not taking her on the future. Now, I hope you're very honest, like this guy was to me. He was very honest about it. He said maybe just an intimate friendship. I was like, well, how much friendship do we have to do before we get intimate? He was very honest. He was very honest about just having a friends with benefit thing. And I was very honest about admitting I really can't do anything more than that myself. And as far as a friend, I suck at that. Let's try the intimacy, see if I'm any good at that. Really? He was very honest. So I didn't get my fucking hopes up. Very honest. And that's it. Are you very honest with these women that this is just sex? Because he was very honest to me and I was very honest to him. And that's what, you know what I mean? That's being honest about the energy that I'm projecting that you're in. And that's fixing it through myself. How do you stop your pattern of sleeping around? You're unsatisfied. And it's not what you're looking for isn't between a woman's legs. To be honest, it's her heart. I don't have to know you to know how shadows work, bro. There are other contributors to energy depletion, such as not having enough healthy food or sleep, and that's it too. You got to eat good. Your body feels good. You know how you guys feel on Thanksgiving when you stuff all that unhealthy shit in and you're so fucking full you got to undo your pants? You feel great. And how much better do you feel when you pass out like that? Now, unfortunately, I spent like most of COVID doing that type of shit, just making great food and sleeping, trying to sleep through the time, waiting for, for life to start again. But it's important. It's important to eat good food and to sleep. And that's where it's like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm old. I'm tired. I need to rest. My sister used to watch her in her 20s and her 30s. Every day she would just tap out and go take a nap. I never understood how she could wake back up and act like everything was cool. If I take a nap, it's really hard for me to wake back up. But it was important. I started to see as I got older how important it was. It's like, oh, I need to rest. I'm like burnout. I can't fall asleep, but I need to slow down for a minute if I'm going to make it through the rest of this fucking day. Seriously, this fucking day. Always on a Monday. But that's what you need to do. You need to give yourself, like this morning, I woke up really hungry. I didn't eat I don't know. I didn't eat a big dinner, but I stayed up till fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. So at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I didn't want coffee. I wanted food. Do you know what I made? By 11 o'clock, I had made hamburger helper, stroganoff. I didn't make eggs. I wanted fucking meat and fucking pasta. I wanted something thick. I was super hungry. Realistically, yes. The kids are having fucking cereal and fucking, and pancakes and shit. And I'm going straight for the fucking pasta and meat. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm hungry. Really? That's unhealthy. That's very unhealthy. Yeah, tell it to me after I have my cigarette after my food and a big fat joint and I crawl in bed for the rest of the day. Go fuck yourself. You go run it off. You go eat a salad and run for 4 hours. I'm going to go eat some strawberry cookies that I haven't had since I was a little girl that they sell. You guys remember those strawberry cookies at King Soopers that used to get? You could get a free cookie. God, those are my favorite. I found a whole bunch of those. I'm going to eat strawberry cookies and chocolate fucking milk. And I'm going to watch this fucking crazy story of whatever happened to this little girl in the Vatican. And I'm going to sleep my day away. And I don't give a shit if that wasn't adult enough for you. I've been cleaning my house and doing all kinds of spiritual work and keeping up with everybody else, trying to please the gods, trying to please my kids, trying to, be pleasing to dudes. I'm just going to please myself today. Really? Seriously, though. Diet and lifestyle are usually easier to rebalance than your self-beliefs. Illness and environments that affect self-esteem and where our soul does not feel at home or safe are other factors. And that's where you can't find rest. You're restless. Do you feel like that where you could just walk into your house? You know those people, they get super comfortable. They just put their shit down. They can go crawl on the couch, turn on the TV, and they just do like they never left the house. They can crawl right back into their blankets that are still messy from the morning. That's comfortable. That's comfortable. I've never been that comfortable. Where you can just crawl back into your life, like into your. No, that's pretty comfortable right there. That's some good shit. We may need outside help to reclaim our energy. For me to crawl into bed, it has to be disciplined. I have to mentally do everything. Like, I can't just crawl in bed. And that's where it was. I really was just going to crawl in bed. I've gotten 3 hours of sleep in the last, dude, I did so much. I'm burnt out. And mentally, emotionally, I was doing, crying and all kinds of shit. I'm like, I'm fucking tired, but I can't. I have to do my work before I go to sleep. I have to take care of things. I can't. And you know what wakes me up? My kids. I'll wake up. Have the kids eaten? Are the kids okay? What about the dog? It'll wake me up always. Seriously? Always. There's a subconscious thing that's always worried about the kids. I can never really rest. Really? I'll wake up and like I have to feed them. Or I'm telling you, some days I'll sleep, I'll be so tired, and then my spirit will wake up about 2:30 right before they're about to come, and I have just enough time to take a shower and take care of my kids. It's like I used all this time that, on a Monday especially, I used all the time I could for myself, but now I got to get back to them. Really? I'll sit there, I'll walk around and I'll tend to them, and then I'll take time. Only when I look at the house is everything done. The dishes are done, everything's put away, the dog's been walked, everybody's fed. You guys are good? You're good? Okay, now I can go and have a cigarette. Now I can go smoke. But if I'm down there too long, I start to feel like I'm neglecting my kids. I'm not paying attention to them. I'm being selfish. It happened last night. I watched a whole fucking movie in my car again. Really? What'd you watch? Moneyball? It was a good movie. Really? I don't know. It just said it was leaving Netflix and there was good actors. I like that one. It was George Clooney and her face, whatever her face. It was a good movie. Really? Yeah, it was worth watching. I couldn't stop it. I did not turn it off the whole time. I was just sitting in my car the whole time watching it. It's hard, but you have to care for yourself when nobody else does. And that's it too. It's like, I have to, like last night, it's like my inner child, I got a big gallon of milk because I just got a big gallon of milk, but then I was standing there and I saw that chocolate milk. I didn't see that chocolate milk because of my kids. I saw that chocolate milk because I saw that looks good. I want to make some chocolate milk. And so I grabbed it. I can share it with my kids, but I didn't grab it for my kids. And my Oreos, stay away from my Oreos. Really? Seriously. Unless I leave them out there, no. And my daughter knows it. She's like, I put them in your room so CJ didn't get them. Really? He'll fucking take your shit, bro. She has to hide her own shit in her room, too. You drink my soda, Mom. And you can put your name on it. He don't care. I don't think he does. He knows that it's ours, but he don't care. Did you eat my shit? Really? Yeah. Seriously? Yeah, you matter. When I first started this, my first ego death that I have on camera, I'm supposed to, take a shot at Tree. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And my Holy Spirit's yelling at me, no, but your feelings matter and you're worth it. And you can do this. And he's a good guy and this and that. It's trying to coach me that I'm important and my feelings matter. And I have to acknowledge them. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't matter. And that was the whole point. My feelings never mattered. Everybody else's did. How you felt mattered to me. It really did. It was more important than how I felt. And for me to make such a huge chance or a huge change, a 180 to be like, I don't give a shit how you feel. I know that may sound bad to you. First off, it's not entirely true because I really do care about how people feel. And that goes back to it. If you listened to me the other day, I really meant it. I don't wish pain on people, bro, because it hurts me so bad. I'm trying to find a way to get people out of the pain I keep getting myself in, which is nothing more than my memories. There's people that are stuck in pain, and when I feel it and I'm in it, I use this as an opportunity. Like, I got to find a way to get you out of it. First, I got to get myself out of this pain, but I really want to show you what I learned so that you can stop hurting too. I don't want people to hurt. That's all I do around here is feel my hurt. I go looking for it. It's like, this is what you do? Yeah, but it's empowering. I have to do it. You don't understand what comes after because you've never done it. The high that comes after the low is unreal. There's nothing of this world that can make you feel that good. There's no drug that can make you feel that good than when you heal a broken part of yourself. When you come to terms with it, you are so full of yourself. That's that Thursday shit. You guys see me. I'm just giggling and I feel so good. That's me all the time. It's like the one thing that made me cry now makes me laugh. The one thing that made me run now makes me stand up tall. Until you do it, you'll never know what it feels like. But I promise you, it's a high. You're like on the most high because you're no longer feeling low and gloomy no more. Really? That's why I do it. I mean, I have to do it anyways, but what's the good? That, bro, there really is an amazingly good feeling that comes out of this shit. And it lasts forever. It's not temporary. Once you get this good feeling about yourself, nobody could take it away from you. You've literally put it back on. It was inside of you. It's not temporary. It's not something outside that made you feel good. You have a good feeling about yourself inside. It's confidence. It's not. It's just, I mean, I guess it's your solar plexus, your sense of self. You feel good about yourself. Whereas before you didn't. You were ashamed. You hated yourself. You were embarrassed by yourself. And now you feel good about it. Really? Yeah. It's a lot. I shared that post. Being vulnerable doesn't make us weak. It shows how strong we've always been, how strong we are, and that we are really just human. You don't want people to know that you're vulnerable, that you're weak, that you're sad, that you're hurting. But it's in those moments that people come running to you. They can relate. But you sitting on top and like, I'm the best and I'm successful and my life is great, we don't really relate. We're not sitting there. We're not sitting so pretty like you. And realistically, you're a fucking lie to begin with. If you were so great, you wouldn't be working. The whole in the commonwealth world where we live, our only dream is to retire one day. We have this belief that if we got money like you guys, we would never have to work again. That's what we're working towards is retirement. And we believe down here that if we had your money, we could we could be free. But then you have it and you're trapped by it. So what are we believing anymore? We believe that if we had a lot of money, we'd be happy. But we see all you people with all this money and you're not happy. You're not retired. You're not living the best of your lives. You're out there just, hustling just like the rest of us. You didn't really make it. You just have more money. And that's that stupid saying. It feels better to cry in a Ferrari than it does in a Honda. It feels the same crying in my fucking Chevy. Doesn't matter where we're crying. The car that you're crying in doesn't, the vehicle you came in on doesn't take away the pain. Really? You still look like you're hurting in your ghost there, buddy. Boop, 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 boop. Really? That's Russ. Let me ask you this, Russ. This is a real question. I'm going to end on this. I need to get out of here. Russ, which one of your cars make you feel cooler? Do you feel the coolest when you're driving your McLaren? And if that's the case, can I line you and Marshall and Lewis and Royce up in your little orange McLarens and see, who feels cooler? Because each of you have the same car. Just a reminder. Okay. Do you feel cooler in your Ghost, which is an old man car? Which one of your cars makes you feel like you're the coolest dude? Hey, Russ, where the fuck are you driving? That you need such a cool fucking car, dipshit. You don't even leave the house. You don't need a car. God, you need to do the Jesus walk. Sorry, just had to point that out. And that's to the rest of you guys. You know what I mean? It's like, which one of your hats and tennis shoes make you feel so powerful? Then why do you have so many? You said that if I got this, I'd be popular. I'd be powerful. I'd be cool. Well, you're cool now. You gonna cool it? Or you gonna keep trying to be cool? Really? Take it easy, Kevin Featherline. Seriously. I mean, and that goes back to it. Marshall, what the fuck are you collecting cars for, bitch? You ride in the back seat in a fucking high chair with a driver. Why do you need a car? Do you even have a license? I mean, shouldn't they be taking it away from you pretty soon in your old age? It's not like you ever drove your own car to any function ever. Has there ever been a picture in all of time where you see Marshall Mathers driving a car? Does he even know how to drive a car? Here's a great one. Can you see Marshall Mathers putting his daughter in a car seat in the back of his sports cars? He was such a great dad. All that mattered was his kid. Did you guys miss this? I missed the part where he drives around and he goes to the store and he's a real person that shops at stores and does all this shit. I'm just saying, what the fuck is the point? You have a bunch of fucking clothes and you don't leave the house. You fucking fill your house with all this shit that you can't wait to show off to somebody, but you won't let anyone in. You're just collecting shit. You're a collector's item, which means a hoarder. This thing makes you feel and Marshall is exceptionally a hoarder. The type of shit that he has bought. Seriously, they get rich and buy stupid shit. Bro, you couldn't even buy yourself a fucking pack of cigarettes or a condom when you were little. And now you're out here, like, seriously, doing the most? Why don't you go help another kid with a pack of condoms so we ain't got a bunch of you fucking kids running around here like this? You were supposed to grow up to be a man of honor and authority. You grew up as a boy. You're just in an old man's skin. And that goes for every one of you men. Allie, you're about to approach 30 fucking years old, bro. You are no longer in your 20s. You are a grown man. You have been a grown man since your 20s. When are you going to start acting like one? Playing fucking victim on the fucking internet over some girl that rejected you. Shut the fuck up already. Get a fucking new girl. Sorry. Let me get out of here. There are other contributors to energy depletion, such as not having healthy food. Yeah. We need outside help to reclaim our energy, but have an awareness when it is required to step closer to being able to fix the problem. We can start the healing process. When you are going through tough times, doing something that makes your soul rejoice, even something small, is extremely helpful in boosting your energy levels. Which is what? Take some time out to take care of you. Do something you like. And don't take other people, because you're not gonna be able to enjoy yourself trying to entertain others. You're just trying to, and that's it. My inner child, it's usually Saturday. I do stuff with my inner child, take her shopping and shit, stuff, going out and stuff. You gotta take care of yourself. Really? Some of you, it could be just something simple as, going and getting yourself a fucking cake or pie. It's like, you know what? I really want a good dessert today. Go eat a big piece, bro. So you could feel good. If this will make you feel good, bro, if all you want is a big piece of fucking pie, bro, I'm going to give you 2. I want you to feel good about your day. Really? And that's the sad part. Most of you are like, I just need a tall beer. Oh, that makes you feel good. Does anything else make you feel good? This card encourages you to be aware of your energy, where your energy is going. If you're not at your optimal energy level, it invites you to consider the core of why this may be. You have the power to own your energy and choose where to direct it. Look at situations that trigger drama and anxiety to reduce energy loss. And that's it. Your job is drama and it creates anxiety. Get away from it. I can't get another job. What the fuck are you saying to me? Do you know how stupid you sound telling me you can't get another job? You're unqualified, you're unteachable, you're not manageable, you can't learn another skill, you can't be trained, you can't get a paycheck somewhere else. Shut up. That's so stupid. I don't want to hear that anymore. You know how many jobs I've had? Everything I go into is to teach me something new. Taking the same job over and over is just trying to Prove that you can actually do the job from the beginning. Detach from environments or people that are not healthy for you. It is up to you to make the shift. And that's it. That person calls you and wants to hang out. And you feel like you can't say no because you know that they ain't got nobody else to hang out with. Who cares? There's a reason people don't hang out with them. Why do you have to be, you know what I mean? Brought down by the bullshit. You've got to pity them. You got to join their pity party. And that's all it is. You're going to sit with them and they're going to, victim my life. Oh, God, get away from me. Victim mentality is no help. So realize you have the power to transform your life and choose healing and self-empowerment. It's time to, Bobby could never be, I mean, maybe, but that's toxic, bro. He couldn't be with a woman like me. If you can't, and that's it, if you can't stand up to that woman, you're never going to be able to stand next to me. Somebody at some point is going to say, bitch, stop. You're right. You have to have the ability to stand up to me too. I'm not here to bully you. And I'm not here to run you. I'm looking for someone that can, you know what I mean, can run with me and that I can submit to, that I don't have to stand up to all the time or stand on. Really? Yeah, and that's what I said. I think 2 of them or something yesterday. It's like, I'm going to keep talking shit because, why not? You're not telling me not to. You're not saying shit. So I'm just going to keep talking shit. Really? You haven't said I pushed your boundaries. You haven't said anything about it. It obviously doesn't bother you. So why should I stop? And that was Ali. He did say that. I was like, what? You're just fucking Russ? You're just like all the way fucking Russ? And he stopped me in my tracks and he said, no. He wasn't afraid to stand up and tell me I was wrong. Really? And that's it too. It's like, if you can't even, you know what I mean? Bobby plays victim to his situation. You can't even run your own life, bro. And you want to sit there and tell me how I'm not running mine? Look at yours. Look it. You're not the man of that house, bro. You're just the provider. And you've told me this multiple fucking times. She runs that house. She pays those bills. She's the one that keeps it going, bro. She's the one taking care of your kids while you're running around, running away from home. It's her home that she created. You just fund the bitch. Capital investor is what you are. Yeah, I feel sorry for you, but I lose respect because what the fuck? You're supposed to be the husband. You're supposed to be in charge. This is supposed to be your family. I don't want to get into it. Hamburger helper. Victim mentality is no help. So realize you have the power to transform your life and choose healing and self-empowerment. It's time to kickstart and upgrade a spiral to abundant energy and soul presence. Don't you fucking tell me that bitch is helpless. She needs you. That's what you keep telling yourself. She needs to grow up. Don't tell me. Don't make excuses that you're doing this because if somebody else needs you or because this is the right thing to do. It's not. You're powerless. And I said this from the beginning. You're a powerless pussy in that relationship. You have no power or authority in your home. Why would I give you power and authority in mine? Look at how you treat the woman you have now. Why would I ever believe you would treat me any better? And that goes back to Wolfman. Look at how you treat women. Why would I want a man to treat me like that? Like I've already haven't been through that shit. You'd have to be something special for me to chase after you. And that's it too. Marshall is he knows how to love women. I should have chased Marshall. He would have been a great match. What? Like you mean like domestic violence? Never had a chance with these men because no woman does. Why? Because we're not the problem. You are. Women want to love you, but you make it impossible. There's no possibility with a man like you because you're fucking emotionally detached and literally mentally unavailable. Let's start off Pluto retrograde with just that, fellas. How you don't have the time and energy, the mental capacity to sit down and have a loving night with your woman. You can offer a dinner and some dick, but you need to get to bed on time so that you can go to work the next day. You don't have time for romance, passion. You can't do an all-nighter. Like, that's a conflict of your schedule. You have to schedule in time for people. And love doesn't work that way. It's an open flow or no go. It's called breadcrumbing. It's time to kickstart an upward spiral to abundant energy and soul presence. On page 111, new beginnings. Reclaim your energy. Take back your energy. Reclaim your innocence, which is go out there again and try again. Don't be guarded. Don't hold back. Pull it back in and do it again. And that's what I'm seeing Kobe. Hey, Kobe. You come off the court and you're sitting there and he looks at you. He's like, brush it off. I'm going to put you back in. Okay. Really? You don't carry in, you brush it off, bro. You don't carry in that you just got knocked down at the last whistle. You're about to go back in the game. You start fresh, dude. You start fresh every time you step into the game. It doesn't matter if you just came off. Take a drink of water and get back out there. Don't give up. We're going to win. We're going to win. And even if we didn't win this game, we pushed harder this game. What is it? Oh, yeah, go ahead. You just dropped all that. Pick that up for me. Really? You don't give up on yourself. You don't give up on what makes you happy. You don't give up on good sex because, you know what I mean? For whatever stupid reason you're telling yourself that nobody loves you and nobody wants to have sex with you and you're not worth it and girls don't like you. That's bullshit. You've not gone out there and let girls meet you. If you let them meet you, they'd love you. And if you let them love you, they'd fuck the shit out of you. You're not letting us get close to you because of your insecurities. You don't think you're good enough because of whatever somebody told you or what you sit there telling yourself while you sit there on the couch. That's not true. You're not letting people get to know you. You're not letting them get close because if you did and you were just open, why wouldn't they like you? You're telling yourself they don't like you before you even let them meet you. And that kind of, I see that, I hear the mirror on me, not to do that to myself. I know how you see me, and I assume you don't like me because you see me as the devil. But I'm sure of it, that if you meet me, you'll love me. You'll like me. You'll like me. I still might be, offend you, but you'll still like me. There's nothing not to like, unless you just don't like yourself. Really? And that's it. I never walked around like that, guys. I never walked around like I couldn't have a man. I walked around saying I wouldn't. Stop telling yourself you can't. Start realizing that you're not allowing yourself to be available. Nobody said, and that's when all of a sudden, Allie started getting on a treadmill and fasting. Somebody made him feel insecure about his weight, and that made me upset. Allie, you don't got to look like Lewis. I don't care what's under your shirt. Nobody does. You're beautiful, Allie. Don't try to be beautiful. You are beautiful. You don't have to be beautiful. There's not whatever's hiding under your chest. I don't care. And nobody does. They're looking into your soul and into your eyes. They're not looking into your bank account or into your six-pack. And do you know how rare it is to see men like that anyways? It does, and I'll tell you from a woman's standpoint, you make us insecure because we can't match that energy. We're not as cut as you. And that's what you do. When you get cut like that, and that's Wolfman. He needs someone just as physically fit as him. Because now he's fit. He can't stand anything that's less than what he is. Like attracts like. He wants someone that looks just like him. We just eliminated all of us girls that don't go to the gym. Really? I mean, seriously though. And then you keep pushing it. I'm going to put you on we're going to do workouts and we're going to eat healthy. I'm not going. I thought I was going to get to fuck you in Argentina. I'm not going. Every girl signing up for that is signing up for the hopes that they're going to get in your bedroom. Really? That's why I said I hope you get a dude. With serious mommy issues that triggers the shit out of you. I better stop. I'm gonna get a dude with serious mommy issues that triggers the shit out of me. Oh wait, that's all I ever get around here. You want me to be your mommy, huh? That's lovely. Am I supposed to call you daddy? I can't. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go drink some chocolate milk and go to sleep now. Really, because I'm a big child and I need to take care of myself. Not much of an adult like you guys. I'm just old. The oldest soul that's ever existed. I'm getting tired of the shit. Really? Hey, it's like you're dealing with the Lilith. You wouldn't be dealing with the Lilith if the Lilith wasn't telling you to love yourself and to choose yourself and to accept yourself and to never conform to what everybody else wants from you. Be a good parent, but be a good parent to yourself. Because if you're not parenting yourself, you sure the fuck ain't parenting your kids. Whatever you allow yourself to get away with, you're definitely allowing them to get away with. And that's, Royce, you're letting those girls get away with murder, aren't you? Because they're not boys. If they were boys, you'd have your foot up their ass. You'd be being mean to them. You'd be putting them on a structure. But you can't treat your little girl like that. See what I mean? Sexist. And that's why these boys are hard. Because you weren't loving them. You were drilling them, telling them not to cry, telling them to be strong. You weren't doing that to your little girls. Love your children equally. Really? Yeah. And to be honest, your boys need that. They need a lot more nurturing. Otherwise, they're going to be mommy's boys out there looking for a mommy to love them because their dad didn't show them no affection or attention. He was too fucking busy to give them time. Same as his wife. Kim Mathers didn't want anything but to be with Marshall. Yeah, she wanted his dreams to come true. She wanted him to have money. She wanted him to have fame. She wanted him to be everything he wanted. But she just wanted him. And on his way there, it was less of him and more of just money. He wasn't there, but all the money in the world was. You can't buy love, bro. You can't. And I don't care. Even Jonica gets lonely, bro. Money and things don't make you feel whole. You know this, dude. You don't feel, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the week, I know some guys like bachelors and shit, they spend their whole week all week by themselves. They go to work, they come home, they go to the gym, they come home. They're lonely. And I get that. I get that idea. Like that's what I was trying to describe. It's like I get that. I want to touch somebody. I want to hold them. I want to like bury my face in their neck. I want that closeness. Allow it. That's all I can say. Is open yourself up to it and it'll be there for you. But there's things that are holding you back from that. Allie, if you set out an SOS and say, I'm ready to start dating. I'm gentle, I'm sensitive. You could put out a whole list of things. Everyone's going to try to take you on a date. And maybe it's good. Say, I'm not looking, I just need to reconnect with the opposite energy, just a good conversation. I'd like to sit down with a girl or two, or however many it takes to make a connection with a female again. That's it. Just sit down and get close to them again. Give women a chance again. They might not be your type, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to be fun. Really? Just saying, when you're ready. Hey, I love yous. I'll catch you guys later with some more holy stuff. Yep, laters. Holy molies.